Hey YouTube, Pacific TacWest here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Micro Roni from CAA. The one that we'll be looking at today is the actual SBR conversion kit. This is the one that I'm able to use because I've gone ahead and filled out the necessary paperwork and received my tax stamp back from the ATF for my Glock pistol, which is now registered as a short-barreled rifle. So before we go ahead and install the pistol into the Micro Roni, let's go ahead and just take a look at the Micro Roni overall. So again, this was the newer version, or rather this is the newest version that CAA has put out in terms of a Glock carbine conversion kit. They had one that was the Roni G2. It's just something where I felt that that one was flimsy, for lack of better words. So I saw some reviews on this, went ahead, ordered one, and when it arrived, I could say the feeling was night and day from the Gen 2 versus the Micro Roni. This, I just felt that the polymer was much stronger and just a solid overall carbine device relative to the Roni Gen 2, or the predecessor of this, I should say. I did get the thumb rest when I ordered this directly, but I elected to have that be the only add-on accessory, I guess you could say. I went ahead and installed the Magpul MBUS backup sights after the fact. There's a lot of different accessories you can get for it. You do have the ability to attach a sling point there. CA does have what appears to be a proprietary flashlight that does install in the front there. Let me show you how you get into there. So it just goes in there, and then again, this is just the plastic piece, but essentially that's where the switch is for the light. Being a left-handed shooter, one thing that I liked about this design overall is that it's really an ambidextrous design for a left or a right-handed shooter. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the install process looks like, which is pretty simple. No gunsmithing and can be done in under a minute. First thing you'll do is you'll take the charging handle, match the serrations on that with the serrations on the pistol. Before we go ahead, and let's take a look here. No magazine in the pistol and nothing in the chamber. So that just slips right on. Once you've done that, just go ahead and give it a quick check. Then you'll see a push button right there. You'll go ahead and push down, pull that back, and flip up. When you install the pistol, it's going to catch here. There's actually a release for it right there. That actually is the lock that catches on the Picattiny rail on the front right there. So go ahead and put the pistol in, push forward, and that's it. That's how easy it is to install the Glock 17 pistol into the Micro Roni. In the front, you do have a forward end grip, which also doubles as your spare magazine holder. It's just a friction lock, so it has a clip there and another on the other side to catch the Glock magazine on either side. And again, it really does retain it, but it's also pretty easy to get out. So I put this all together. Again, nothing in the magazine. But that's what she looks like. Overall, again, really pleased with the design of this. I feel it's leaps and bounds above what the Gen 2 Roni was. Definitely a much more solid design. I also like the fact that it does have the folding buttstock, and that the gun is still able to fire with the buttstock folded as well. On this side here, again, you have an empty magazine, so this would be easy to illustrate. But your slide release, or rather oversized side release, and now there is no safety really on this, but you do have a trigger guard, or trigger cover I should say. And again, this was pretty much designed with a left and a right-handed shooter in mind. As the exception of the injection port itself, this gun is completely, or this kit is completely ambidextrous. So there are no shortages of Glock upgrades out there on the marketplace. Whether you're looking at conversion kit such as this or anything else, there is no shortage of ideas out there. This is one of those cool things though where I wanted to take my existing pistol and make it into a short-barreled rifle carbine system, which the Micro Roni did perfectly. Again, I tried doing this previously with the Gen 2 Roni and just was not pleased and sent that one back and went ahead and ordered the Micro Roni and could not have been more pleased. There are several versions of this one out there. There's the one that has the stabilizer, and there's the one that basically is just a pistol modification that cuts back from pretty much here all the way back. With those designs, my understanding is that there is no additional paperwork needed. If this is the Micro Roni that you're wanting to get for yourself and actually convert your Glock to a full SBR carbine, just be sure to check with your local and state laws to make sure that you can, and of course to make sure you file the necessary paperwork with the ATF to get your approved tax stamp back before you put your pistol into the Micro Roni device itself. One thing I forgot to note too is that with this one, is not just designed for the Glock 17, it actually can be used in the Glock 22 and the Glock 31 as well. Pretty much the full-size Glock pistols. So again, this has been an overview of the Micro Roni SBR conversion kit from CAA for my Glock 17. I will be getting out to the range here in the next couple weeks, so be sure to check back for the video on the range test to see how she does out there. I've also gone ahead and put some links down in the description field where you can go ahead and take a look at this or some of the other versions that CAA puts out. From Pacific TacWest, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and be sure to check back for future uploads.